The birth of the wasteland. Friends, we have to understand this. What is the theme of the wasteland? What is the subject matter of the wasteland? Why the birth became possible of the wasteland? Because it is a sort of autobiography of disturbed married life of T.S. Eliot, because Eliot was not happy with his married life. So he met Ezra Pound in Britain, because Eliot from USA, Eliot went to French, went to Paris. Then from Paris, he came back. He came back to Britain, and in Britain he met Ezra Pound, and Ezra Pound saw that this man has got tremendous talent. Pound understand understands the ability of Eliot, that Eliot has tremendous capacity as a poet. So Pound introduced Eliot. Now Eliot is in Britain, in London, because we know that Eliot belongs to USA. He studied school days and college days, university days were in USA. Then he went to Paris, and now he is in London. And here he was introduced by Ezra Pound in the literary circles and to literary friends also. So now Pound became very serious about Eliot's capacity as a poet. So Pound first helped Eliot to publish his love song, J. Alfred Prufrock. And in that way, they have their mutual understanding, their friendship started. And in the later age, after doing his PhD, Eliot started teaching in the university. So for some years, he taught in the school also, to the school children also. Then he taught in the college also, college students also. Then Eliot worked as an accountant in Lloyd Bank also. So in Lloyd's Bank, he worked for as a mathematician or as an accountant for some years. So for that period, on that period, Pound saw that his intelligence was wasted. His energy was wasted in such type of accounts. So he gave support to Eliot for his poetry publishing. And after that, after some times, Eliot joined Faber and Faber. That Faber and Faber was a very famous publishing house. And later on, Eliot became director of Faber and Faber. So now, Eliot, in the first row or in the first era, Pound helped Eliot to publish his poems, as if Pound was working like, in the words of Ezra Pound, he said that I was working as a doctor, lady doctor, or as a doctor who is doing the treatment of cesarean delivery. Cesarean delivery in the sense that he has to scrutinize some lines, he has to cut some lines from the poems of Eliot. So he was like a doctor. In that way, he was passing through the career of Eliot. So Ezra Pound and Wyndham Davis. Wyndham Davis was a famous writer and publisher of some journals and painter also. So, friendship of Eliot with Wyndham Lewis, and Ezra Pound. These three person, the friendship of these three trio, they gave a lot of help to other writers also. So, after joining Faber and Faber, Eliot helped W.H. Auden, Ernest Hemingway, and even Pound also to publish their work through this company, Faber and Faber. So, both Eliot and Pound helped each other to make their career. So, the first marriage of Eliot was failure, and that failure brings the wasteland or gives birth to the wasteland, because the wasteland shows the problems of that particular period, the period of the First World War, and after that, the Second World War. Friends, I think you know the timing of the World War. The First World War was in the time of 1914 to 1919, and the Second World War, I think it is 1939 to 1945 somewhere. Now, let us think about the career of Ezra Pound before we come to the poem Giron's Son. So, what is the career of Ezra Pound, or how Pound's career affected T.S. Eliot? You know, Pound was also born in USA. Then Pound went to Paris. Then he visited Italy. Now, what happened that in Italy, Pound was given helped, given some money from Italian government to speak against US government and the policies of US government, especially the president of that time, Roosevelt. Roosevelt was the US president on that time. So, Pound was Pound spoke in favor of Hitler. Pound wrote in favor of Mussolini and Nazism, and helped the Italian government. And he spoke against the US government. So, due to that chapter, Pound was arrested by US Army in Italy. So, we know that the career of Pound was controversial. In the same way, his writing was also controversial. Pound wrote cantos, the collection of poems. And Pound was arrested by US military, US government, and he was put in the steel jail, still small jail of 6 by 6 something. So in that particular compartment. Pound was there. He suffered mental breakdown. His nervous system was very much disturbed, and uh, Pound was almost broken by heart. So he was uh, entered into the, he was given the mental hospital, the way mental hospital, and in mental hospital he remained for many years. So Pound had not that good literary career, but he helped many friends, many literary friends, like T.S. Eliot, then Wyndham Lewis, and many other writers. So Pound in that way become controversial by this sort of Italian connection and speaking in favor of Italy and Italian government. So in this way, the friendship of Pound and Eliot took place. In 1948, Eliot was given the Nobel Prize in Literature. Eliot wrote beautiful, excellent poetry. Not only that, he wrote plays also. The Family Reunion, The Cocktail Party, and Eliot wrote many critical articles. Eliot was master of criticism on that time, in the modern time. He studied, he checked the literary career of Ben Jonson, Shakespeare, and many other writers, Dryden, Pope, and other writers. And he gave his ideas on literary career of writers in criticism. His famous essay, Tradition and Individual Talent, was very noteworthy. We still take note of his essay. Now, friends, let us think about the poem Gerontion. What is, first we have to understand what is the meaning of Gerontion. Gerontion is a Greek word. It is a Greek word, Geron. Geron means a little small old man, a little old man, Gerontion. We may call him that. He was a small old man with who is speaking the language of the man is old, but he is speaking the language of a young man or young boy. So the poet start his line by this way: here I am, an old man in dry month, being read to be to by a boy waiting for rain. So here the poem is written in dramatic monologue. What is dramatic monologue? Sometimes we sit and we think. We think. We speak also in our mind. We talk with someone in our thinking process. We speak to one of our friend in our thinking process. He replies, then we replies. This is dramatic monologues. We are talking with ourselves, with others in our thinking. So here, Gerontion is an old man, an old person who has lost perhaps everything. He has got nothing. You know, some words are very important at the time of Eliot and at the time of World War I and World War II. We have to think about uh, meaninglessness of life. nothinglessness of life. Life has no meaning. God is dead. We remember Nietzsche. We remember Kafka. Then other structuralists or other postmodern writers. Life has no meaning. Life has no future. Because we know that death is necessity. Death is there. Death is waiting for us. So life is meaningless. Nothinglessness, meaninglessness, these two words become very important. So here, Jironson, the poet, as an old man, speaking the language of young boy or speaking as a young boy. The old man living in a very decayed house. Somebody is having that, somebody, other person is the owner of that house. So no hope for further life. Now Eliot is passing through pessimism, no optimism. But Eliot is very intelligent poet. Eliot is a modern poet with modern thinking, modern philosophy. We cannot judge what's going on because in talent, in tradition and individual talent, he says, whatever the poet has written at the time of his writing, and the reader reading the poetry, the reader is different, the writer is different. Now, the writer at the time of writing was different, and the writer after 10 days, 15 days, 2 years, 5 years is different than that writer of that time. So here, Jironson